start out with a Gamakatsu SC15 in the vise. This is a 4,000ths uni or mono. You can use the Vivus J01 as well. I just happened to have run out of it. And I had a few spools of this laying around. Put a base of thread from the middle of the hook shank to where the shank stops being flat on this hook, just inside the point. Using Steve Farrar's flash blend, we're going to take a very slight hank of this. It's about 25 fibers. Cut it square close to the tip. To measure this, we're going to use our finger. We're going to measure from the tip to that second joint of the... Okay, grab it, cut it. Now, we don't want these ends to be squared, so to get them unsquare and feathered, we're going to pinch it in the middle softly, move my thumb this way, my index finger that way, and just kind of shift it, and that'll give you nice tapered ends. For the very first application, we're going to tie the short end back here, the long end here. I use 6 wraps moving forward. I've got 1/3 of the material here, 2/3 of it here. It's just the way I want it. So I want it short, and then when I fold this over, you'll see how it's longer. Once you've got it pulled back, jump up with the thread, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take one in front. That's going to give us the taper that we want for that back. At this point, you can grab some thin cyanoacrylate. I really like the thin Zap-A-Gap for this. Using a paper towel, don't squeeze, just tap, and that'll pull all the excess glue out. Flip it over. For this bunch, we're going to use our index finger again, but we only want to go from the tip to that first joint. Trim off excess. We're going to do the pinch deal again to spread out our tips. Now this application, we just want to go 50-50. So once the thread comes down on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I've got half and half. Making sure it's on the exact bottom of the hook. Pull this bundle back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then in front. Now as you're tying this, you can pinch and bend, get everything in the exact spot before you put this stuff on. Because that'll really hold it in there. It makes for a very durable fly. We're going to take another bunch as long as the tip of that index finger to the second joint. Pinch softly, thumb goes this way, index finger goes that way, and then you've splayed the tips. This bundle, we want to go just in the middle of this bunch on the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Adjust. Pull this back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then wind up in front. Now you can see we've already got the taper beginning for our wing. A little bit of Zap-A-Gap, a little bit of paper towel, flip it over. We're going to use the tip of our index finger again. We're going to go from the tip to that first joint, and all of the bottom applications will stay exactly the same size, so you don't got to get too concerned with that. And again, 50-50 distribution, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure everything's exactly on the bottom. Jump up on the material, take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, one in front. You sure it's where you want it? Zap it. I'm going to grab another bunch here. And again, from the tip to that second joint, do the pinch and twist. And I want to keep coming forward, not to this short bunch, but see the longer bunch that was the first that we laid down? Kind of in the middle of that. The easiest way to do it is, this is going to wind up being 2/3 in the back to 1/3 in the front. If you're doing that, then you've got it right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure everything's on top. Pull the shorter ones back, jump up on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on in front. Zap it. Okay, one more time on the bottom. And this bundle is as long as the tip of the index. Tighten 50-50. Pull it. You should probably tighten the vise a little bit. There we go. Pull it back, jump up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in front. Make sure it's where you want it. Zap it. Little paper towel. Okay, this is going to be the last long bundle. This time we're going to use the pinky. So we're going to use the tip of the pinky to the second joint of the pinky. Okay. Which is just a little bit shorter than the second joint of the index finger. Pinch, rock, and roll. And then you want 2/3, 1/3. We're on top of the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure it's exactly where you want it. 1/3, 1/3, 2/3. Pull it back, jump up, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, wind up in front. Zap it, hit it with the paper towel, flip it around. Next step, we're going to add entrails or guts. We're going to use ice dub, hot yellow. Take a little more than you need. Hold this a little soft, grab this firm, pinch and pull. You've got a nice little bundle. Tie it in on the bottom of the hook, approximately in the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can still adjust it. We want this to be on the bottom of the hook, so just pull it back, just like we did before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 in front. And don't worry about this. Don't pull out a brush or a comb or anything. You're fine. Next step. Ice dub, UV red. Same deal. Pull out a bunch. Just tease out a little bundle. Kind of guesstimate where the middle of that is. Tie it in on top of the hook. Bring this amount back, jump up. Now, with your thumbnail, I want to spread this kind of 50-50 to either side of the fly. Once you've got it distributed, move towards the rear. That'll keep them on either side. And then don't worry about what you got up here. It's not important. You don't need to zap it because this thread really grabs this ice dub really well. The next step, we will go ahead and use the cyanoacrylic glue. We're going to use the tip of the index finger again to measure a bundle. The pinch and twist, tie it in 50-50, and now I'm right in front of the fly. I'm right behind the eye. Pull that back, jump up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, adjust, flip it over right side up again. This bundle is also going to be to that first joint. So we're going to go tip to first joint of the index finger again. Remember the 2/3, 1/3? So there's 2/3 back there, 1/3 up front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get everything on top, pull the front bundle back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Adjust. Now don't worry about excess ice dub, because just stroking it back will pull out any excess, any stuff you don't need. We're just looking for a hint of that. Okay, once you're sure everything's up top, let's just clean up the head and whip finish. Now, because we tied in the ice stub on top and to the sides and on the bottom, then we tied in some wing material, and then we tied in some belly material, it gave us a flat spot right here to put our eyeballs. So let's grab a dome eye. No glue, no adhesive, no nothing. It has a little bit of stickum on the back of the eye. That's all we're going to use right now. So there's one on your side, and let's put one in on my side. And you can pinch and move these. And once you get them exactly where you want them, you can pinch down hard. And you want these to be sitting about on the hook shank. Okay, and that's about where we want them. Going to use the Fine Flex Deer Creek UV Cure. I'm going to make a little drop come out of the container, hopefully not with a bubble. There we go. I'm going to touch that drop to the eyeball and bring it forward into the threads. If you've got too much, take it off. A lot easier now to take it off. Hit it with the light. Let's review on the other side. Just a drop. Put it on the eye, and without pushing against the eye, kind of just smear it around. And then let it come forward and fall in front of the eye and into the thread wraps. Again, if you've got too much, you can just pick it up with a dubbing needle. If you get any in the eye, just pull it out with a dubbing needle, hit it with the light. Now, without stroking the fibers and pulling them real hard, just get them out of the way. Take the Flex Cure Goo and just get a drop in front of the eye on the bottom side, toward the front. Don't put anything to the back, it just makes a mess. Bring it right side up. If you've got any fibers that are kind of bugging you, like these 3 right here are bugging the heck out of me, you can just trim them out. Okay. Taking the Deer Creek Fine Flex again to the front of the eye area. So put a little drop in there. If you got any bubbles, now's the time to pop them. You can also stop this and let it flow to wherever you want it. Hit it with the light. Okay, to finish the fly. To finish the fly, we're going to be using Copic markers, and I will give you the colors and the names and stuff in the notes, but this is Spanish Olive YG97. I want to use the point end as opposed to the chisel tip, and I don't want to paint with the tip, I want to paint with the side of it, and I don't want to use a lot, I don't want to press down heavy. Just going to kind of touch it to the tops of these. And again, to the top of these fibers. That's about it. Just a little bit of color on the top. And then I'm gonna turn turn it to the side. Take this is E37 Sepia, looks pretty much like brown to me. Don't mess in the front of the fly, but I'm going to go to the back of the body. Remember where we stopped the thread in the very beginning? So I'm going to just, you know what, I use a paper towel and I just lay it, I'm on a diagonal. I just go 1, 2, 3, 4 for this size. Flip it over, and you can kind of see where you've been before. So I want to do 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm kind of close to the same spot. And that is my backcountry minnow. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, just leave me a message and I will get back to you. Let's give it another look.